Thanks, Greg. Well, we've reached the final episode as it's the last day of the Lowland League season. A home match for Gretna against Gala Fairydean. That is coming up later, along with a Q&A with the squad, a season roundup with the captain, manager and director of football. But before that, I want to report a robbery in the Shire. It's a sunny afternoon at Falkirk Stadium and we're here to see Gretna against East Stirlingshire. Now, once upon a time, they were actually the bigger club here in Falkirk. More recently, the Shire have been synonymous with failure. And it wasn't much of a surprise when they became the first league team to be relegated under the new pyramid system. I suppose you could say they've found their level at Tier 5. Now, with talk of Tier 5 reconstruction next season, this might be the last time that Gretna play East Stirlingshire in the league, because they will fall into the East Division, whereas Gretna will be in the West. We'll have to wait and see. The scoreline says 3-0, but that was never a 3-0 game. Football is so cruel sometimes. And with one game to go, Gretna are now looking over their shoulder.
Let's have a look at your phone. We're here just making sure that we're safe. It's not full time, it's gone.
Is it full time yet?
Not yet. Yes, it is 3-2. Gala have won 3-2. Gretna are safe this season. We don't have to go to the last game. Yay!
Jim, you came into a changing room that had achieved 12 points last season. How has it changed and what have you done to change it?
Instilled a bit of professionalism, I think. You have to be cruel to be kind sometimes, and I think lads have needed. There's a lot of experience coming to this team, myself, Sam, Holty, Tico. So it's been easier for the younger lads to not so much be bailed out this time, but there's lads who've walked the walk before and they can dig lads out of holes when they need to, I think.
Set standards,
Yeah.
and probably the fine structure's been big, and that's down to Jim. That's something he's took ownership of. It's been brilliant. It's one, set standards and discipline, and two, it's gave us a bit of pattern on it. It's been a good laugh. The WhatsApp group's vibrant, there's a lot of stuff going on it. And as much as he's harsh, he takes the prisoners, it's been good for the group.
And you've come from the Northern League. How have you found the Lowland League, quality-wise?
It's very different. It's more direct. It's more big lads, I'll say. It's more the Northern League, I would say, is more technical than it is physical. There's a lot of rough and tumble in this league, crap pitches, crap weather. So yeah, it's been an adjustment for our lads to be more physical. We've brought a lot of lads in from England, so I think that's been the only difference really. Trying to match teams physically.
Nick, have you seen the progression that you wanted when we talked at the start of the season?
Well, I think I was just thinking to myself there. I think if you look back to the first interview we did, I said there was a lot of ability in the changing room, but it was just obviously a little bit naive, and bringing characters the likes of Jim and Sam and Dicko and Hulty, I think, has allowed them, taking the pressure off them, because last year they were a captain probably that wasn't a captain, didn't want to be a captain, and he was kind of thrown in. But we could see the ability, but they just didn't have the leadership qualities to sort of flourish. And I think that's what we've done this year as part of the coaching setup and behind the scenes and the players. I think everybody's just mucked in, and I think we've kind of reaped the benefits from it, if I'm being honest. We need to turn something like 9 draws. I think we need to turn them into wins, and that puts us right up probably the right end of the league table where we want to be. There's probably been games that we've came away from that we've lost, but we probably should have drew, or we possibly could have won. So it's been fine margins this season. It's all about making ourselves hard to beat this year, being competitive. I think we've done that. I think next year we really need to kick on and start looking to win those type of games.
First one is a factual one. Jim, you'll know this then. Who got the most fines this season?
Gaffer.
Yeah, I won't say how much because his missus will put me up to this, but...
And what was it generally for? Being late?
He can't spell. Always late. And he can't kick it either. Missed every penny he's taken, so...
I've changed boots halfway through the season. Went back to Copas and jumpsuit. No, in fact, didn't have to say anything. I was there just one of the bar. Then on the group chat, it's a £2 fine for a spelling mistake, so...
Doesn't help with his dyslexic.
Who's got the best goal this season?
Definitely not Andy Oren.
Best side you've played against this season in the league? Most injury prone player?
Never completed 9 minutes in 2 years.
Gretna put someone in for mastermind. Who do you put forward?
Stu.
Yeah, Stu's a good show. Not lying.
You've got the most red cards in the squad this season.
Hayden Tate, but he's not here.
Good ball. One of the baddest boys in the Lowland.
Red cards per minute played. One game played, one red card. Player who spends most time in front of the mirror getting their hair straight for the game.
Probably great.
Who's the Rory McIlroy here? So this is an Anglo-Scots side. Split you up per nationality. Who wins the 5-a-side? And so to today's game. Gretna are ravaged with injuries, but unlike last year, they go into the final match mathematically safe. Gala Fairydean, on the other hand, are in a relegation shootout with Broomhill. They need to win. Well, on the plus side, the win for Gala is good news for football in the south of Scotland, alongside the revival of Gretna. I would say that a points total of nearly 3 times that of last season is definitely a cause for celebration, even though results may have faltered at the end of the season. The direction of travel is definitely up, and I predict great things for this squad next season.
I'd just like to say on behalf of everyone at Gretna Football Club, a big thank you to all of our sponsors, to all of the volunteers who's enabled Gretna to take place this season. A big thank you to everyone who's been to come along and watch a Gretna game today and throughout the season, and travelled with us away as well. So a big thank you to everyone.
Thanks very much everybody for all your support this season. It's been greatly appreciated by myself and all the boys. We go again next season.